Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest of the United States on the Lower Hood Canal in my little Hickville town called Belfair, Washington. Welcome to my channel. Hey Lori, I did see that you saw Belfair on the news 3 times. Yay! We made the news! That's amazing because all these years we've been here, my husband and I have seen it on the news like twice, usually on the Weather Channel. So that's cool. And Lori, by the way, is way north of me, and she saw Belfair on her news. So that's so cool. So anyways, welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is Paper Pumpkins February 2025 Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 13. So yesterday's video went really long and there was no helping it. It's sometimes they just do that. So I didn't do 2 videos yesterday, but today there's going to be 2 because I'm going to start doubling these up because I just have so much stuff in my kit left. And I'm a little concerned. So, because this is already number 13. So yeah, this is going to be, I think, in the 30s, guys, with this kit. There's just a lot of stuff. So, and there's just so many possibilities that I can create with these things. Today, I'm using quite a bit, I think, for me. You know, sometimes I just use the stamp set, but today I'm using part of a card base, a label, a couple of pieces of ephemera from the kit. So for me, that's quite a bit, I would say. So let me show you what the kit looked like to begin with. And the kit was called Hello Spring. It should have been called Hello Herbs. Yes, I think so. But Hello Spring fits as well. And today it looks like the most beautiful spring day. It's sunny. There's a blue sky, right? It is absolutely beautiful. Loving it. I have my back door open to the actual house. The heaters are all off. Boone and Tia, sun dogs to the end. They're both laying in the little bit of sun that's here. They're just loving the sun. So you could have made 3 of this card, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one. You would have gotten these 9 wonderful envelopes you can cut up and do such creative things with. Over here, this QR code would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together. As always, there's a visual of everything that comes in the kit and then the coordinating colors. Over here would lead you to the set of 5 dies this time, and they are called Spring is in the Air. Now, I am using both the 2 set that makes up the chives. So this goes with January, February, and March 2025's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Let's look at these stamps. So today we're going to use Hello Spring and probably Sending Love to a Wonderful Friend and Happy Easter. Maybe putting them all in well, this one and Happy Easter on the inside of the card because I think it'll go. Sending Love on the envelope and the chives on the envelope. I sent out my postcards I made for everybody on the mailing list that says thanks for helping me grow. That was fun. So now that that's done, I'm going to show you. If I don't put that like in a safer place, I won't find it. I still haven't found the Stampin' Pierce mat. I don't know what I've done with it. So what am I bringing in? I'm bringing in my stencils from Amazon that my daughter got me. The stencils for painting on wood wall furniture. There's 18 of them. We're going to use 3 different ones, I think. I'm thinking. So I have this one, and this one because I want a little bit of a background to go behind the ephemera pieces. I'm bringing in these 2 dies. You'll see them here. I already have them die cut. So this one. And I have prep work in case I can't stamp it straight enough. This one here, because I think that's going to layer up nicely together, right? So if I don't stamp it well, we have a spare. And these, I'm calling them perfectly, I put perfectly phrased, but it's perfectly framed. Hopefully I remember that when I go to put it in the description part of the video. So we have, I need the notebook. Handed on the notebook would be easier as I pick up other things. So we have, let's see, perfectly framed is what it is. Perfectly framed. All right, that helps. So we have a 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 card base. Layer number 1 is half of a card base. That is 4 by 5 1/4. These are the 2 bits I cut off of them. I could put one on the inside. That's why I kept it. Layer number 2 is this long label from the ephemera pack, the long Basic Beige label. So you want 2 pieces of the ephemera, and I chose these 2. Already got the dimensionals on those as well. And then you want to stamp and die cut the chives, and there we go. I did it. Already did that prep work. Then I have a scrap piece, literally scrap piece. It was only a 1/2 inch wide. It was a 1/2 inch by 5.5, the size of the card base. And I made it 1/2 inch by 5 1/4, so it's going to fit on there as well. I have a linen thread bow from the kit and our other die cuts right there. So let's get this card made, because I have another card to design and I haven't a clue yet what we're going to do with that one. So first things first is we are going to do some stenciling. So let's grab a Post-it note. Mossy Meadow. Move the brads. Those need to go back where they belong. We can use this piece. You guys know me and scratch paper. I'm not going to let it go till I feel I absolutely have to. So what I'm going to look at is which ephemera piece do I want to go with, which piece? Okay, since I keep looking at this one, this is the piece that's going to go right here for behind this one. No, I don't want it too dark. Ooh, that's really dark because I re-inked my ink pad. Just walking on over. So we're just going to stencil a little color behind here. We don't want it dark. I could have gone Old Olive, but I didn't want to. I guess I didn't need the Post-it note after all, since I'm going all the way off there. Let me just take a look. Oh, that's lovely. Just a little bit here. Trying to figure out where I can set that where it won't like do into anything else. So next piece is going to be my chives are going to be in the center. So yeah, this is going to be behind the chives. So the chives are going to come. Trying to figure out how I can do the chives. There, that looks good. Walk it on over here. I mean, I know they're not identical, but it's just giving it a little something. Now, of course, if you don't have stencils, and you can stamp a little background on there. Perfect. Okay, that one can go over there because these got to go get rinsed off in the house. And that only leaves this one, which reminds me of my beans outside. I don't know why, but it does. I'm going to turn it. I think it's because of these. And, you know, beans have those little curly cues. So let's go here a little. So today I got to go to the store all by myself, just downtown. I had to go pick up my daughter's meds. She asked me to. And then I went and I picked up some milk. I'm going to make stuffed bell peppers for dinner tonight. And I went to the thrift store, so I'm going to do, I have a lovely card that I received, so I'm going to do a mail call video as well. Ooh, lovely, 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 lovely lilac. Okay, that's perfect. Let's do a little stenciling on the envelope as well. So I love this one. I just do. So I'm going to share all that with you. I found some great deals. I found a cute little, oh, I wonder if I remember, I'll go get it. I found a great little plaque for $1.75 that says an old bear lives here with his honey, and it has a bear on it. It goes great in my living room. Really cute. My husband was laughing. He's like, are you trying to tell me something? I said, what, that we're old, honey? Oh, he's laughing. And I found him this metal thing for the garage for like $3.75, and it says always earned, never given. And he really liked that. He's like, ain't that the truth? And I said, that's the way it should be. You always earn it, never. He's like, well, I don't mind things given to me. He's like, but it's always because you've given back. And I said, honey, I know it. When we were young and we first moved here, because we were out there, whenever there was a car broken down, this is really telling on myself, I would immediately stop and I would tell them, okay, I'm going to go home because, you know, there were no cell phones back there. And I'm going to send my husband back here. He's going to be in this really old Ford pickup truck, and he'll come up here and he'll help you. And I would come home because it was always on the weekend when I had the vehicle, because other than that, he drove the car to work, and his old truck, at the time I couldn't even drive it because it was a column shift. And I would come home and I'd be like, honey, there's this person on the side of the road, Highway 3, blah, 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 at this point, said they really need some help. And he would shake his head. He's like, why do you do this to me? It's my day off. I'm like, baby, if you don't help them, no one's going to help them. And he's like, okay. So he'd grab his toolbox and he would go down there. And sometimes, you know, he just ended up giving him a lift to the gas station or go get, you know, gas. Sometimes he could fix something. One time I do remember there was a little pickup truck. Oh no, this is after when we had to get rid of that truck because it broke. He had a little Toyota pickup truck. You know, it had a little bench seat in it. But on the side of the road, there was this young man, and he had two little kids. Now, guys, this was in the heat of summer, so it's close to like 100 degrees outside. It was one of the hottest summers ever. And it was coming home from the commissary, which is the grocery store on base. And I think at that time, my husband was still, I mean, if he was a first class. So that's why we still went to the commissary on base, because you couldn't afford anything else. And they were locking up their old car, and they were starting to walk down on Highway 3, and it was awful. You know, it's not safe. Anyways, and it was quite a ways. It was, you know, had been just past the airport, so it was quite a ways they were walking towards Belfair. And I stopped, and they were like, I'm like, you know, did you run out of gas? Is there something I can do? If you know, I can go get my husband. He's like, if you could just give me a lift to Sandy's, which is the gas station. He said, look, he's like, these are my niece and my nephew, and the kids were like the same age as my kids. That's another reason why. He's like, I can call my sister and she can come get them, and her husband will come help me. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with my car. He's like, but you know, it is hot. And I sure did. He had to hold one kid on his lap and the other, and I gave them, we put my groceries in the back of the bed of the pickup truck. And I gave them a lift to the gas station, and I went, you know, and I stayed there till sister and brother-in-law, because I was really worried that, you know, because you have to get a payphone to call people back then. Anyways, yes. But you know what? There was a time, and I tell you this honestly, there was a time in this same little pickup truck, have you, that had been out over at a girlfriend's house. My husband was doing what they call a fast cruise on the sub, and her husband was on the same sub, and our kids were the same age. And I was coming home from their house, and the truck totally died on the highway. I mean, this was, you know, over near Silverdale, and there's no cell phones. And so, oh my gosh, the kids were in elementary school, young elementary. So we're probably talking 6 and 5 years old. My kids were that little. And I told the kids, I said, okay, I'm going to hold Dustin. I'm going to hold your hand. You're going to hold your sister's, and we're going to walk on the side of the road. And the embankment was like this on the side, which I knew was going to be hard for them, but it was the only safest way to do it. And, you know, we got probably 25 feet from the vehicle, and this really nice old couple stopped for us, and they said, can we please give you a ride? And usually I would not be one. I mean, I might stop it for people, right? But to get a ride, but they were an older couple. And I said, if you could just get me to the, you know, Kitsap Way. I said, I just drop me off at the corner, you know, or just at the, you know, where you don't even have to get off the freeway. If you just drop me there, I can get to the Denny's and where there's a phone, because it was right, you know, the exits here. Denny's was just right over here. I said, and I'll call somebody. I knew I couldn't call my husband. I mean, I couldn't. And back then, the only person around here I knew to call was my neighbor, Mike, across the street. And I did. I called Mike up, and we didn't really know a lot of people, because not a whole lot of people lived here. I mean, everybody else I knew was, you know, on the submarine. And I did try to call my girlfriend, but she hadn't even made it home at that time. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I think, you know, you give out and you get back in this world. So, you know, that's what that sign reminded me, you know, of. You know, it's never given, always earned, never given. And you get what you put back into the world. All the goodness that you give out in the world, it comes back to you in little ways. You may not see that, but as you get older, little things come back to you in different ways. It may not come back to you in the same thing, but it does come back, I think, in little ways. And I've seen that, not in for my daughter, for me. I just see it time and time again. Like me helping out people, and people have helped me out tremendously. And I'll never forget that couple. And of course, Mike, I love it. He came in, all he had was a big old pickup truck. You know, he came and he said, you want me to go look at that truck of yours? And I said, no, Mike. I said, we're just going to leave that truck on the side of the road. I said, Russell will see it on his way home, because he had the car. I said, tomorrow. He's like, isn't he due to go to sea? I said, yep, the day after tomorrow. And he said, well, what you going to do? I said, well, I said, his truck. I said, I'm sure he'll ask you to tow it if that happens. I said, but it won't start, Mike. I said, he's like, well, I didn't bring no tools. And he's like, it's okay. He's like, let me go take a look. He went and take a look. Yeah, he couldn't get it started. So we left it there, and called the boat, and they don't let you talk to him. They're like, ma'am, do you know that we're fast cruising? I said, yes. I said, just leave him a message. Tell him his truck's on the side of the road, and to take a look at it. On his way home. He can't miss it. And he couldn't. Oh, yeah. He fixed it. I don't know what it was. Look at how cute this is going to be. It's going to be cute. This is how simple this card just kind of came to be. So let's put this down. We just have to stamp this on this one, and this will probably go behind there. My dryer just went off, so this is this one right there. See, we just got a little greenery in the background there. Just something really easy. I already stamped and fussy cut anything. Stamped and die cut the chives, which, I mean, if you would like to see me stamp them, I don't think you need to though. So here's one. I probably should have put this, we're gonna pop that like that, that little pop of color. You know what, now that I'm looking, I think we're gonna do Hello Spring and Petunia Pop this time. Hopefully we get it right, or we'll go with the green. All right, that down. Oh, let's glue this down in the center. But Hank, today I'm going to get him 20 minutes early out of school because it's gorgeous. And I don't know, yes, they're still working on that bike. Tell you what, they're so funny together. They were out there till like 7:30, 8 o'clock last night. And, so they have a light bar, an LED light bar like this big, that my husband... So this is a Coleman trail bike. So it doesn't have anything to carry anything on it. So my husband, Hank, wanted something that he could put stuff in, his drinks, his chips, for when they go out in the woods and go hunting. So they wanted something to put in there. And my husband was trying to think of what he could put on the back of this bike, something small enough. So we went to Mart and he got a metal ammo box. They were on sale, regular like $25. They were on sale for $13.99. He got one, and it's not one that opens this way. It opens up like this, but it's not a narrow one. It's like this. It's not big. It's only, you know, I would say 11 inches. You know, and it's about this, it's enough to put a bottle of water, a bag of chips, you know, in there. Anyways, I know it's at least 11 inches because they also, my husband got him an LED light bar that they are hooking up so that he has a tail light, so a stopping light on it. And Hank was like, they put it on and they were like, I bet we could put 2 of those in the space of this thing's open. I bet we can get 2 of those on there. So Justice ordered another one and it arrived. So they're putting that extra one on there today. So yes, I think it is really good that my husband has him out there doing the work and, you know, figuring out, making sure it doesn't have the Hello Spring on there. You know, figuring out, showing them how to use tools and work on things. So let's see. Hopefully we get Hello Spring. I cannot do it. I know I always try to do it. Okay, let's see. There we go. Hello Spring. Oh, and what else did they have to get? What was that called? A magnetic oil. The dipstick for the oil, there's a magnetic one, and they needed a new one, and Hank wanted a red one. It's the same price for, you know, they were looking online. Hank's like, oh, can I get the red one? So we could put that behind there, but I think we're going to just put it on dimensionals. I may be able to use that for something. So let's cut this, cut that. Oh my goodness, I do need tweezers because I'm worried I won't get it centered. I liked the white because all of these are done on white. And then we're going to do this little one up here, like so. Yeah, cute. That really needs to go way up in there. So we need a glue dot. Video, yes. Is your dog still in the sun?
No.
Oh, he came in then. Okay. I'm trying to get that in there, and I'm going to have to put it on tweezers. Now let's find some bling. Yes, I'm going with Aunt Carol's. So look at that. It's really close. But do I want that? I don't know. Let's cut this off. Oops. And see if I want this here. I kind of like that. And one there. I think so. I think I'm going to use that. Let me take a look. Okay, I don't think it needs any more than that. I don't want to like overdo it. So that will do. And let's work on the inside. We have our envelope. Now we're going to we're going to stencil and do the chives. We're going to do both. Where's the, because this guy is just too cute not to. I don't know why when I do in the envelope, I always want to go to the right, but let's do the left like the envelope. Let's see if I can just use what's on here. All the way down. Okay, that will do it. And then I do have this little strip, which I can put all the way across. And then what did I say we were going to do? We were going to do not elements of text. To a wonderful friend, happy Easter. And sending love needs to go on the envelope. So I need, grab a couple of these, and we're going to use the petunia pop. Oops. Stamp and First Mott, come to me. Everything is a mess right here. There's no room to do anything. Okay. To a wonderful friend, we're going to go up here. And then happy Easter. I don't know why I cannot get. I'm going to set this one here. And then where's my little blossom? We're going to stamp off. Put it like here. Stamp off. And put one there. Okay, I'm happy with that, but we're going to glue. Let me move that out of the way. glue this little strip down. I want a little edge of white showing down at the bottom, like around the border of it. So there's the inside. There's that. Where is the envelope? So we're going to send a little love here. And then I'm going to clean up and I'm going to look for my good Stampin' Pierce mat. Sending love. One that hasn't been melted and holes poked all over it, but I didn't see it last night. I know it's here. I have no clue where it has run off to. It grew legs. It grew legs and ran away. So let's take a look at the card. Now that it's all done, and we can put some Wink Estella on it. Little dashes of glorious little bits of glittery sunshine. So hopefully you guys like this one too. My daughter has a 4-day weekend. Her hours are going back to what they originally were. So to do that, she has 4 days off, which is really interesting for her. She's like, oh, I'm going to catch up on so much stuff that needs done. I'm like, good for you. Good for you. So that'll be a nice time to spend with her. So here is our cute little spring card. Hello, spring, to a wonderful friend. I just cannot stamp to a wonderful friend straight for nothing. Happy Easter. I could even, I am, because I just can't help but think about it. I've got to, this has got to come over. We need a little bit here, just a little bit. It just needs a little something on this side. I can't look at that. See, tell me you agree. Please tell me you agree. It needed just a little something there. That ties it in. I love those stencils. Absolutely love them. So I hope you guys like this little alternative. And yes, I used quite a bit of pieces. This piece, this piece, this one, right? This piece here. Quite a bit, some linen thread. This, of course, was the add-on dies. So I hope you like it, and thank you guys. I love doing this. I love coming out here and chit-chatting with you, creating. I love sharing with you what I love doing. So thank you all so much, and please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.